slide your hips back towards your heels. And then walk or extend the fingertips out in front of you. And just kind of drop the chin down to the mat or the forehead. And let's go ahead and kick in our breath. So begin to create a nice, smooth, and even flow of oxygen in and out of your nostrils. And just kind of settle in. And then take an inhale. We're going to look up slightly and then simply walk your hands over towards your right. Keep the back end as is. And let's take a few breaths here. So just kind of feeling a nice stretch from the hips all the way through the left fingertips. And then inhale, let's look up, and then we'll walk it over towards our left. And then once again, now just looking to feel the stretch from the right hip all the way through the right fingertips. And then inhale. Let's go ahead and bring it to center. And then take a look up. Just kind of press your palms together. Then taking a nice inhale, just kind of roll forward. Take your chin past your fingertips. And then exhale, press back, hips towards heels. Inhale, roll forward, chin past fingertips. And then exhaling, pressing back, hips towards heels. Let's begin to just move through this at your breath pace. So inhaling as you roll forward, and then exhaling as you press back, and just kind of allowing your joints to warm up a bit. And let's give this one more movement, back and forth. And then find yourself at center. So let's go ahead and take the hands, place them below the shoulders, lift up. Slide your knees right underneath your hips. And we'll do a little spinal undulation or cat-cow. So just kind of allow your belly to drop down towards the ground. Take an inhale, lift your head, look up. And then exhale, float the head down, press the belly button to the spine, arch the back. And then release belly button towards earth. Inhale, come high. And then exhale, lower down, back arches. And let's begin to move through this at your breath pace. So inhaling as the head rises. Exhaling as the head floats down. And here, just kind of warming up the back a bit. And let's give this one more round, up, and then down, and then finding yourself at neutral. From here, we'll go ahead and take it into our very first downward facing dog. So spread the fingers, place the hands right below the shoulders, curl the toes under, take an inhale, lift your hips up. And then press back towards your heels. So you can extend the hips up without lifting the heels. So see if you can feel that stretch in the backs of the legs, length through the spine. And let's breathe into this. And then if you like, you can begin to bicycle the legs. So just kind of bending opposite knee, rolling from the ball of the foot to the heel. And then pressing back towards the heels. And then we'll do a bit of a full O. So let's take a nice inhale, come into a high push-up. Then press back, downward facing. Then coming up onto the balls of the feet, let's bend the knees, lower down just about an inch from the ground. And then extend up, roll back towards the heels. We'll do that 2 more times. So inhale, high push-up. Press back, downward facing. And then up onto the balls of the feet, knees bend, lower down. And extend up. Roll back towards your heels 1 more time. High push-up. Press back, downward facing. And then come up onto the balls of the feet, knees bend, lowering down. And then extend up. Press back towards the heels. Take a breath here. And then let's come up onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees slightly, and then simply walk your feet toward your hands. And let's come into a flat back. So if you like, place your hands just below your knees. And then press back towards your hips. Lift the head up a bit, and then pressing through the crown of the head, pulling back through the hips. And just looking for a little length through the spine. And let's breathe into this. And then on the exhale, let's go ahead and float on in. So float the hands down the legs. If you can, hands touch earth. If that's not quite happening, maybe grabbing where the ankle and the feet meet. Relax the neck. Breath is smooth in through the nose. And then let's press down into the feet, bend the knees slightly, and then on your next inhale, just kind of rolling up nice and easy. Allow your vertebrae to stack one upon the other. And then once you're up, just kind of squeeze the shoulder blades back, spread the fingers wide, take a nice inhale, extend the arms out to the sides and up. And let your hands touch. Soften your neck, take a look at your thumbs, and then reach through the fingertips up towards the ceiling above you. And breathe. So just a little stretch from the soles of the feet through the fingertips. And let's take an exhale. Float the hands down to heart center. We'll take this through a couple of series 1. So just give it a nice roll of the wrist. Take an inhale, sweep high. And then exhale, swan dive in. Belly button to spine as you fold. Take an inhale, flatten out. And let's bring our hands flat to the earth. Walk or jump your feet back. High push-up. And then on the exhale, lower down. And inhale, upward facing. And then rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Press back towards the heels, extend up through the hips. And breathe. And then come up onto the balls of the feet, knees bend slightly, walk or hop. Flatten out first, fold in second, then root strong into the feet, bend the knees slightly, take an inhale, arms sweep out and up. Hands touch, exhale, hands through heart center. Roll the wrists 1 more time, inhale high, and then exhale, swan dive in. Inhaling, flattening out, and then hands flat. Let's jump or walk the feet back, high push-up. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, upward facing, and then rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Press back towards the heels, extend up through the hips. And again, just taking a few breaths here. So coming back to that nice, smooth, and even flow of oxygen in and out of your nostrils. And once again, up onto the balls of the feet, knees bend, walk or hop. Flatten out first, fold in second, then press strong into the feet, bend the knees deep. Let's take this in the chair pose. So just kind of bring the arms around, kind of point the fingers about 45 degrees. See if you can look up, follow the line of your arms. And let's take a nice inhale, straighten up, reach high. Then exhale, dip and dive. Fingertips towards the front of the room as you fold in. Inhaling, flattening out. And then with hands flat, let's jump or walk the feet back. High push-up. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, upward facing. And then rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. We'll step the feet together, take an inhale, right leg high. And then right foot through to the hands, find your runner's lunge. And then on the inhale, let's come on up, high lunge. Arms extend out to the side, press through the fingertips. Breath is smooth in through the nose. And then exhale, hands down to the earth. Let's release the right foot, step back, high push up. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, upward facing. And then rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Second side, inhale, left leg up. And then left foot through to the hands, runner's lunge. And then inhale up, high lunge. Press and extend through the fingertips, pull the arms back in line with the ears. And just kind of find a focal point out in front of you, something that is not moving. And just kind of focus into that as you breathe. Give it one more nice pull through the fingertips. And then exhale, hands to the earth, step back, high push-up. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, upward facing. And then rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Press back towards the heels, extend up through the hips. And we'll take a few breaths here. And let's come up onto the balls of the feet, bend at the knees, hop or walk. Flatten out first, fold in second, root strong into the feet, bend the knees deep, chair pose once again. Now take an inhale, straighten up, extend high to the sky. Now let's take our right arm, take it right below your left hand, extend towards the ceiling, feel a stretch from the soles of the feet through the fingertips. And then on the exhale, let's take the left hip out and we'll slide over towards our right. Now let's breathe into this. Take an inhale, come back to center. Now release the hands and we'll take the left hand, grab just below the right. And then taking the right hip out, let's slide over towards our left. Inhaling, back to center we go. And let the hands touch, clasp, flip the palms, take a look up at your knuckles. Press down into the soles of the feet, extend up through the palms, so length through the body. And then taking an exhale, we're gonna go ahead and float the hands down. So kind of the knuckles line up with the nose. And we'll move into a back bend. So release the hands, roll the wrists. Let's take our thumbs to either side of our spine, squeeze the shoulder blades. And as weight moves towards the heels, press the pelvis forward.
And we'll take this into a back bend. So relax the neck. See if you can just kind of ease into it, not drop. And then once again, just coming back to that smoothness of breath in and out of your nostrils. Take an inhale, begin to lift the torso as you press the pelvis back. Release the hands alongside the body. Then take an inhale, bend your knees deep. We'll take this back into chair, so allow the arms to come floating around. Then inhale, reach high. Then exhale, dip and dive. Fingertips towards the front of the room as you fold in. Inhaling, flattening out. And then hands flat to the earth. Let's jump or walk the feet back. High push-up. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, upward facing. And then rolling over the toes. Downward facing dog. Step the feet together. Take an inhale, right leg high. Then right foot through to the hands. Find your runner's lunge. And then on the inhale, sweep on up, high lunge. Find your focus, find your gaze, drive your fingertips to the sky, pull your arms in line with the ear. Take a couple of breaths here. Then exhale, hands to the earth, step back, high push-up. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, upward facing. And then rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Step the feet together, inhale, left leg high. And then left foot through to the hand. And once again, up into high lunge. Press and extend, reach high to the sky. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back, high push-up. Exhaling, lowering down. Inhaling, upward facing. And then rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Press back, extend up, take a couple of breaths here. And then up onto the balls of the feet, knees bend, walk or hop. Flatten out first. Fold in second, then press strong into the feet, bend the knees slightly, inhale, arms extend out and up, hands touch, hands to heart center. Let's take a nice big inhale in through the nose, just fill the body up with oxygen, and then exhale through the mouth. One more time, inhale deeply. And then exhale completely. Now, with hands at heart center, press down into your right foot. Lift your left leg up and then simply step back behind you and then wheel it around towards your left. So we're going into a wide-legged forward fold, so heel toe your feet apart a bit. And then on the exhale, let's hinge at the hips and lower your upper body in line with those hips. Now release the hands down to the earth. If you want, you can take the heel toe of the feet a little bit wider. Now hang out here with the hands right below the shoulder. But if you have the flexibility, let's take the forearms down to the ground. And then totally relax the head. And let's begin to breathe into this. Now taking an inhale, look up, and then simply walk your hands over towards your left. And then if you can, take your left arm back behind the left leg, bend the elbow, bend the knee, grab the ankle, and then take the right hand, grab the left foot or the ankle, then pulling into the right hand, float the forehead towards the shin. release the right hand, then the left. And then let's walk it over to the right. So right arm back behind the leg, bend of elbow, bend of knee, grab the back of the ankle. Then take the left hand, grab the foot of the ankle, and then pull the forehead towards the right shin or knee. And breathe. Release the arms, walk it back to center, hands find their way right below the shoulders. Now from here, heel toe your feet in a little bit closer, feel some stability. And then once you're feeling nice and stable, take an inhale, hands to hips, and then continue the inhale, come on up. Now once you got that, we're gonna go ahead and take this into what we call goddess pose. So we're gonna bend the knees, and then kind of plie the toes. So the toes, to the best of your ability, are pointing towards either side of the room. Drop down a bit, and then extend the arms out with the palms towards the sky. See if you can press your thumbs down, pinky up. And then we're gonna take this into eagle arms. So we'll take the right arm, the lead arm, cross it over, and then grab the thumbs or take the palms flat. Take an inhale, lift your elbows perhaps in line with your nose. And let's take a few breaths here. Now release the arms, extend them out. Straighten the legs, take your toes forward, and sweep the arms up. Soften the neck, look at the thumbs, reach high. And then exhale, float the hands down to heart center. And we'll go ahead and turn this into warrior two. So take your right toes forward, bend at the knee, and then extend the arms out. Take a look at where your right middle finger. Then flip your palms to the sky. We'll throw this into reverse, extend forward, up and over we go. Right fingertips extend back. Left hand floats down the leg. And then inhale, back into warrior two. And then let's cascade the arms down to either side of the foot. Step back. High push-up. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, upward facing. And then rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Press back towards the heels, extend the hips, take a couple of breaths. And then let's come up onto the balls of the feet, knees bend, walk or hop. Flatten out first, fold in second. Root strong into the feet, bend the knees slightly, inhale. Arms extend out and up. Hands touch, exhale, hands through heart center. Now I'm gonna switch my position, but you stay where you're at. And we'll go ahead and take this to the second side. So press strong into your left foot. Lift your right leg up, and then step it back behind you. Now wheel it around. This time, I think to your left or to your right. And then extend the arms out. Heel toe the feet out, find some space. And let's take an exhale, take your hands back behind you. So either clasp your hands or hook your forefingers, depending on the flexibility in your shoulders. Then take an exhale, float the knuckles down, look up. And then exhale, let's fold on in. So head moves towards the earth, knuckles move up towards the sky. And let's breathe into this. Release the hands, extend them out. And let's take the right hand right underneath the sternum. And then take an inhale, lift your left arm up. So see if you can look up at your thumb, kind of pressing back towards the shoulder blade. Then exhale. Let's go ahead and float the hand down. Allow the left hand to replace the right, and lift the right arm up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Hands find their way right below the shoulders. And like we did on the other side, kind of heel toe the feet in. And then once we're nice and stable, take an inhale, hands to the hips. And let's go ahead and come on up. Take a breath here. And then we'll take this into goddess second side. So knees bend, toes go out to either side of the room to the best of your ability. Inhale, lift the arms. So thumbs down, pinky up, feel rotation through the middle of the body. Now we'll take the left hand under the right, wrap it up, grab the thumb, and then coming into eagle arms, take the elbows up towards the nose and breathe. And release the arms, take the toes forward. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Palms touch, look at the thumbs, reach high to the sky. And then exhale, hands through heart center. Take a breath. And let's go ahead and take this into warrior second side. So take the left toes forward. Press to the outside of the right, extend the arms. And take a look right over your left middle finger. And breathe. Flip the palms to the sky, thumb down, pinky up. And let's throw this into reverse. Extend forward, up and over you go. Press through the left fingertips, float the right hand down along the leg. And then inhale, back into warrior two. And let's go ahead and cascade the hands down to the earth. Step the foot back, high push-up. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, upward facing. And then rolling over the toes. Downward facing dog. Press back towards the heels, extend through the hips. And then on the exhale, let's go ahead and float the knees down to the earth. And then we'll simply kind of drop over towards the hip and sweep the legs out in front of you. So now the legs are straight forward towards your PC or the front of the mat. And then let's go ahead and take a nice inhale. We'll sweep the arms up, extend them up. Pull through the fingertips, find some space. And then on the exhale, let's go ahead and fold in. Place the hands on the feet, the ankle, the calves. And then relax the neck. Allow the head to float down. And let's breathe into this. And let's release, look up, just kind of run the hands along the legs. And then we'll take this into cobbler, so lean back, bend the knees, work the soles of the feet together. Then press down into the hips, extend up through the crown of the head. So find some length through your spine. And then on the exhale, let's go ahead and fold in. Relax the neck, allow the head to float down. And then once again, let's go ahead and breathe into this. Take an inhale, come on up. And let's take our hands to the outside of the knees, bring the knees together. And then with the soles of the feet flat, let's take the left hand back behind us. And then take the right arm across the left knee. Take an inhale, then exhale as you twist over towards your left. Inhale, let's go ahead and bring it back to center. Kind of take a breath in the middle. And then we'll take it to the second side. So now taking the right hand back behind you. Let's take the left elbow across the knee. And then twisting now over towards our right. And release. Once again, back to center. Let's go ahead and extend the legs out. And then let's go ahead and just kind of measure ourselves on the mat. Make sure we're nice and centered. And then on the exhale, let's go ahead and just float down onto our shoulder blades. And then once you got that, let's go ahead and lift the right leg up. And then we'll bend the right knee, extend the right arm. Let's take the left hand to the outside of the right knee. And then bring the knee across the body and over towards your left. So a one-legged easy twist. If you can, shoulder blades flat. Taking a look up at the ceiling or over towards your right thumb. And then inhale, back to center. Let's go ahead and release the right leg, extend it up, press a bit of energy through the toes. And then foot into flexion, let's go ahead and lower the right leg down. Once the heels touch, let's take an inhale, left leg high, bending at the knee. Left arm remains extended, take the right hand to the outside of the knee, and then bring the knee across the body and over to your right. You can look up at the ceiling above you or over towards your right thumb. And then inhaling, knee to center. Release the arm, extend the leg up. Press a little energy through the toes. And let's float the leg down to the earth. And then once those heels touch, let's go ahead and bend the knees. Take the soles of the feet flat to the earth. And then from here, we'll simply take this into a reclined cobbler's. So allow the knees to open up to either side of the room. Just kind of work the soles of the feet together. Now you can extend the arms or cactus the arms, or if you wish to kind of weight the legs a bit, you can take the hands to the inner part of the thigh. So you can allow your shoulder blades to be flat. So you can allow your breath to be smooth. And just kind of hanging out here for a bit. Now take an inhale, bring the knees together. And then we're going to bring them in towards the chest. If you like, bring your arms around, kind of give yourself a hug, or take the hands to corresponding knee. And just give it a little nice side-to-side movement with the knees. Kind of a little sway to massage the back. Let's bring the knees to center. And we'll take this into happy baby. So spread the knees out. Extend the lower part of the leg up. Take the hands, grab the insides of the feet or the ankles or the knees, whatever works best. And once again, back as flat as can be. Maybe put in a little press into the soles of the feet to feel the knees float down. And let's take a few breaths here. And then release the feet, extend the legs up, a little energy through the toes, and then foot into flexion. And on the exhale, it's going to float the heels down to the ground. And then once your heels touch, let's go ahead and spread the limbs out like a star. And we'll take this into Shavasana, final relaxation. So let it all go. If you haven't already, close the eyes. See if you can flip the palms so they're facing the ceiling. And just let it all go. Just allow yourself to just melt into the mat below you. Try not to hold yourself up anywhere. And let's just take a few moments out of our Tuesday afternoon just to totally release, totally relax, and to just be. Just begin to kind of wiggle the fingers and the toes, bringing awareness back into the mind and body. And when you're ready, just go ahead and roll to either side of the room, coming into a fetal position. And when you're ready, just go ahead and roll on up, coming to a seated position facing the front of the room. And once you got that, let's go ahead and bring the hands together and into Anjali Mudra, heart center. Thank you all for joining the rest of us for yoga this afternoon. May you see the truth. May you speak the truth. May you be the truth. Namaste.
Thanks, everybody.